Hello Flosstube, I'm Ellie
And I'm Ali.
and we're the Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures, not the Yorkshire Rolly Mixtures somebody called us yesterday.
Rolly?
Yeah.
Wonder who that was.
Oh, I think that might have been you when you were doing Roll the Dice.
I hadn't
There
had
we
anything
go.
to drink.
No comment. So firstly, what we'd like to do is thank everybody for the lovely comments that we've had over the last 2 weeks. We're actually quite surprised and humbled.
And overwhelmed as well. Especially people that have, the amount of views that we've had and the amount of subscribers we've got is really lovely.
So we're both quite shocked. So here we are with number 2. And yes, people have commented about me using my hands a lot. Tough. Because I'm not changing the way I am for no one.
She'd be dumb if she didn't have hands.
Yeah. So, okay. So we've got a little list of things we want to go through today. So, what have you been doing the last 2 weeks?
Last 2 weeks I've been working on my Roll the Dice number 12. And we did roll the dice again yesterday. We'll come back to that later. So I actually stopped working on this as of last night. And if anybody on Yorkshire Stitches saw us yesterday when we did roll the dice, we were up in Coverdale in the Yorkshire Dales, and we had a lovely afternoon there. So that's where I've got to with my roll the dice, which is, you hold that up there for me, you can reach, she's got longer arms than me. So this is Love Family Home by Little House Needleworks. It's the signature logo chart that was released last year as a special edition. And I've been stitching it using the colourful colours, and it's on a nice piece of natural linen. So I feel quite chuffed, given the fact that I'd completely lost my mojo prior to starting this. So I'm quite happy with what I've achieved on it. I might even get back to it.
I hope so. So is that the only thing you've worked on in the last 2 weeks?
Yes, I've been completely monogamous.
Unlike me. So, last time you saw me, I was working on Crackers About Cheese. As you can see, I didn't finish it as I wanted to. I've gone wrong somewhere and it's gone in the naughty corner. So,
I'm not allowed to say it.
what? No! You're not allowed to swear.
Oh. Okay. I learned a new word last week and I try and use it wherever I can, but I'm not allowed to use it in this instance. So if anybody wants to know what it is, send us a comment.
So yeah, it's gone in the naughty corner where it can stay until I figure out where I've gone wrong. So once I fell out with that, we went back to Anne. So as you can see, that is Anne. And I did this little motif here. There you can see it now. We need to sort this lighting situation out. So we did that little, I did that little motif as well as all this corner. And that is all 1/1. So absolutely beautiful.
40 count.
On 40 count, yeah. So I did that. And then I got it into my head. I want to do some smalls. I've got a tub upstairs that I want to put some smalls into, so I can put it on this dresser behind me. So I decided to start working on Plum Street samplers, cow pile. It's really nice. I like it anyway.
I'd never seen it before, so
Yeah, so I started this on Thursday night, and then I've done so much on it. So we've started a cow. I have switched out a couple of the colours, but once I've finished it, I can go through all the colours with you, so I don't know if you can see that better. But the grass is the called for, because I had it in stash. There we go. And this is on Parchment by Sparklers. 40 count. We like a bit of 40 count, don't we?
yeah, you do.
So that's the 3 things that I've been working on since I last saw you. So I haven't done much really, although I wasn't very well at the beginning of the week. I had a lovely stomach bug, so I was not very well, which resulted me being at home for work. So I like the fact that if you've got a stomach bug, whereas previously, before lockdown, you had to ring in sick, because you couldn't go to work just in case you passed it on to someone else. Whereas now, because I do hybrid working, if I'm not too well, I can actually stay at home and work, which is good.
Yeah,
that's one good thing that's come out of this lovely pandemic that we've been in, because it's proved that we can work from home successfully.
Yeah,
it really does. So
I totally agree.
yeah,
that was my phone dinging. Sorry.
was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, we got a bell. Yeah, it's really quiet, don't you think, compared to pub?
Yeah, we won't have anybody popping in
We
and
won't
out.
be laughing and giggling. The doors are shut so the cats won't be in, and hubby's upstairs, out of the way.
So we're not going to laugh and giggle?
Oh, we will laugh and giggle.
Yeah, we will.
Definitely. So, what we got next?
Next, we have got recent purchases, or stash haul,
Or acquisitions.
Acquisitions.
Whatever you want to call it. So,
go on then.
because you don't have any, do you?
No. I'm just a poor wee thing.
A poor wee Scottish lady.
Yeah.
Sad.
If something grabs me, I've got to have it. But now it's grabbed me lately.
Well, lately, I have been, I've managed to obtain a few of my unicorns. So charts that I've really, really wanted, but are out of print, I can't get hold of. One of them, which I've left upstairs, but you'll know her as Sarah Brazier by Hands Across the Seas. I really want to do that. So I've managed to purchase a brand new copy of somebody, and I'm really pleased I did. So that's good. Our lovely April. But there we go. And then I managed to get my other unicorn, which is Lavender and Lace by Five Fairies. I love that. And whilst I was getting that, the only thing about it is come from a smoker's home and it stinks. And I'm not a smoker, never have been. And
Right, even I can smell it.
yeah, good. I'm glad you are, because I got you a present.
Did you?
I did, because when she was selling that, She was also selling that.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's my unicorn. It's Nantucket Rose, which I've wanted to do for. Oh, she's my vision of what Anne of Green Gables would look like. And when I wasn't wanting to be Marina the mermaid, I wanted to be Anne of Green Gables because she's off again. She the Anne books were my favourite books when I was growing up. Yeah, and this is the first time I saw that. I went, oh, that's Anne, even if her name is Nan. No, what's her name? Rose from Nantucket.
Nantucket Rose, yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. Thank you.
That's alright. Yeah, please. I might cheer her up now.
I'll have to get
So, monthly, I'm in a couple of monthly, sort of like thread club. I'm in a monthly thread club with Lakeside Needleworks.
Sorry. I'm having a Mackie D's banana milkshake, and sorry, my straw was squeaking. Stop it.
Great, she's talking to the straw now. So, my monthly DMC thread club came from Lakeside Needleworks, and so you get about 25 threads. It's over an 18-month period, and you end up with the full set. Why have you got your mouth wide open?
How come I didn't know anything about this?
I don't know. This is about number 5.
Oh,
Well, you can join. There's no stopping you.
how much is it a month?
It's about £23, £24.
Okay.
That includes postage.
Yeah, and there's what, about 25 skeins, so it's less than £1 a skein then.
Yeah, oh yeah, the what she normally goes charges them. But yeah, but at the end up, I'm going to end up with a full set.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. I want a full set.
That's a good way of getting it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who was it again?
Lakeside.
I might have to look into that.
Yeah. I'm sure Kate will be able to sort you out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. I shall look into that.
And then, as some of you know, I'm in the monthly... God, my mind's gone blank. Sparklies. Fabric of the month. Sorry about the crinkle, but there we go. Up to last month, I was doing the 40 count naturals, you know, so I could carry on with my samplers. But as we know, she's got an issue with her dyes at the moment, so I've changed to a 28 count, just whatever is going, so I can stock up for my mirabilias. But I really don't know what I'm going to put on this one.
It's quite
So it's, there we go, Sparkly's Fabric of the Month. She hasn't put the colour on it, but if you ask for that, I'm sure she'll be able to help you out. And it's more, there is a bit of variation on it. You can see that, can't you?
That probably would have been ideal for Bellatrix, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Bellatrix would go on that quite easily. Or even a mermaid.
A mermaid living in mucky water, yeah.
a mermaid in mucky water, not in deep water where it's dark. Oh, she's in fits of laughter again.
I've been getting these fits of laughter quite often recently.
Always in my company for some reason.
Yeah, can't think why.
I really don't. So, yeah, so that's my acquisitions.
What's your acquisitions?
Yeah. Sorry about the twinkle. It's annoying.
I'll make a move for me.
Oh, you're so kind. Yeah, these combustible bags.
Compostable.
Compostable bags are very noisy. That's all I can say.
They're not going to burst into flames.
They might too, you never know.
Oh my god. Right, is that us done with the purchases then? Yeah, okay.
It's for me for a change. Thing is, we're saving up. We're going to France in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, 5 weeks time we'll be there.
And yeah, we need some money to spend while we're there.
Yeah, so no more purchases for my friends over here. Unless it's swimming cosy, Euros, shorts, a couple of t-shirts, something to read on the plane.
By the time we get up in the air, we'll be coming back down again.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you can get read in 45 minutes.
Okay.
Anywho, so when we were discussing the other night what we were going to talk about today, we decided we would talk about some of the finishes that we've achieved over the years that maybe have not been fully finished as of yet. And funnily enough, we decided that on Thursday, and then Nadine did her Flosstube on Friday, and she asked us to talk about our finishes. So, just for you, Nadine.
And if you haven't watched Nadine, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link below to her Flosstube, because she's given us a massive shout out, which was really nice of her.
Yeah.
Really nice of her. I know she's a good friend of ours, but it was nice of her to do that.
She loves us.
She loves us. But before we show us finishes, because of the way mine are stacked up, do you want to do roll the dice next?
Oh yes, we'll do roll the dice. So, so you've seen what I was working on for the last month in Roll the Dice, which was number 12, which was my love family home, and you've seen Ellie's. So we rolled the dice yesterday. We were away for the day yesterday up at Coverdale for a little stitchy getaway day, and I rolled the dice up there, and number 8 came out, and my number 8 yeah.
Yoda.
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 It's Jodas Hill.
There we go.
So this is the one that I was doing for my mum prior to passing away. Started it in 2004. And if I put my specs on, because I've actually got my...
Oh, look.
What?
Yoda. Green. Yoda's green.
I despair. Anyhow, this is my project book, and I write in here all the projects that I've started. I only do the ones that I'm kitting up from scratch, I don't tend to put kits. Sorry, my mind like I don't tend to put kits in here. I just do ones that I'm starting from scratch. So Jodas Hill is actually the first one in here. Started in August 2004. Shut up. Worked on 28 hardanger, just a white hardanger, using the called for DMC threads. And that's it. It has been around for a while, but as I said previously in our last Flosstube, after I lost my mum and then I was going to do it for my aunt and then she died, I just didn't have the heart to work on it. But I think enough time has passed now that I really need to.
You have to do it for yourself.
Yeah. It may end up just living in that basket if it ever gets finished, but so I don't know if I could frame it and have it in the house. But that's a step too far at the moment. But yeah. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the next month. So we'll see how far I get. I might get that snowman finished.
Done?
What?
I should have got Duncan to bring a Yoda down. So I need a Yoda for next time. I need Aqua Marina. And what was the other one? Oh no, he ain't got Nantucket Rose. But he will have Aqua Marina upstairs somewhere. My husband's a toy collector, by the way. So my number 8 is the lovely Mary 395 by Hats. There we go. And she is being stitched on, what did we say, Moral by Sparklies. And she's been stitched with which is Silks for You. You see, I don't have lists, I just have bits of things stuck around. PR057. I need to be more organised, especially now we're doing this, because, yeah, no more said. Everybody thinks I'm so organised at work, and I am not. I am the most disorganised person I know.
I'm always organised at work, it's just everything else I'm not organised in. One of the other reasons why I started this project book was, it's a good record to have for things that you've done when you start. I always put my start date and my finish date. Because I list the threads, if I'm looking for a small bit of thread for like a small project, I can go hunt it. I can go into this book, find it, go and pull the thread out and cut a bit off.
Bob's your uncle.
And Bob's your uncle. So it's quite a good record. And as I say, it goes. In fact, it goes back even further than 2004.
How was that? It's 2003.
2003, Lady of Shalott.
Right, can I show mine?
Yes, of course you can.
Taking over, isn't she?
Sorry.
So there we go. There's my starting point. As you can see, she's a big one. A very big one. Look at that crease. I ironed this morning.
What crease?
The crease there in top corner. So yeah, so that's my starting point. Do you like her?
Yes. I think it's coming out. The silk has got a lovely sheen to it.
Has it?
Yes, it looks really, really nice.
In this light?
In this light, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So she will be going onto my scroll frames when I get home later, because we're going out for tea. Going to my sister's. So after we've dropped Ali back home, we'll be going to my sister's. But as soon as we get back, that will be going on the frame, and I will be doing some more stitches on her, because it's about time she came back out to play. Yeah. But she is a big one, and this is a fat half of a moral. So it's a
40 count.
40 count, yeah. Goes without saying. So nice and gently.
Don't want to get too creased.
No. She'll straighten out on the bars anyway, because the stretches are pretty good. As you can see, so she'll be on these. These will be the stretches I'm using, but longer bars, which happen to be down there on the fireplace waiting.
Oh, they're big.
Yeah, they're really big. There's 2 sets there, but the bigger ones are... Yeah. So that's our roll the dice number 8s. A lot of people have been asking about roll the dice. You're more than welcome to join us.
You don't need 12 projects.
You don't need 12 projects. As we said last time, we had one lovely lady, Josie, who had one project for the whole 12 months. She just kept changing the name around, so it felt like she was doing something different. But she did really, it encouraged her to finish it, and it was a lovely stitch.
Yeah.
It was the, what was it, the Ranger?
Yeah.
From Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Arrogant.
No, I prefer Henry Cavill myself, but there we go.
I don't know. Yeah, anyway.
So, yeah, so if you want to join us, please, you know, reach out. You're more than welcome. If you don't have 12 projects, just multiply them up. And we've already, you know, we've done number 12. We're now on number 8. So, yeah, more the merrier.
Plenty of time to catch up.
Yeah. Which is good. So what's next on our little list?
Next on our little list is our finishes.
I spent ages ironing this morning. Ages.
Mine are all just folded up or rolled up and put in my basket.
Yeah, but...
Yours are bigger than mine.
Yeah. And when I was going through my Instagram, because I use my Instagram as for when I started stuff, you know, that's... I keep everything on my Instagram page. If you want to have a look at my Instagram page, again, I'll put the link below. You've also got an Instagram, haven't you? So I'll put that one down below as well. So you can you know, have a look at them. We've also started a new hashtag. Well, I have. What for? For Instagram.
What's the hashtag?
Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures.
All right. Okay.
As well as Yorkshire Stitches, and I also have the one Yorkshire Sampler Stitches as well. So I've started all those 3 and they're doing quite strong. But there we go.
Okay.
So would you like to show your first one?
Well, I'll start at the beginning, shall I? This was my very first cross stitch.
I didn't realise we were going so far back. You know, mine first one's upstairs, so...
Yeah. It was a stamped one. I've not done a stamped one since.
I've never done a stamped one.
Well, I didn't know any different back then.
Oh, yeah.
It was... Mum and I were on holiday in Canada, and we were staying with friends, and their daughter-in-law was... We went out to theirs for lunch one day, and their daughter-in-law, Yvette, was stitching a baby sampler for their little girl, Megan, who now has a baby of her own. So that shows you how long ago it was. And I looked at it and I went, that looks really hard. And Yvette basically said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So Mum and I were left to our own devices one day, went to the local shopping mall, and I found this. And it's called Love Me, Love My Cat. And so it's a printed design. It's quite nice, but I hate this floral frame around the outside of it. So
if you were to frame it, you could maybe
Just-
cover that up with a mount.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. So yeah, I may yet get it finished. But this was, when did we go to? 89. Yeah, we went there in 89, and I stitched it up quite quickly, and I actually finished it. So a couple of months after we got back from Canada, I broke my ankle, so I was laid up for a couple of months, and I remember doing the back stitching and the whiskers on the cat while I had my leg and plaster. So
Oh, wow. Brilliant.
So there you go.
Yeah, I would probably mount it.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
just to show there to hide the rest
Yeah.
of it. So yeah, so that was my first ever finish, my first ever cross stitch, my first ever finish, and the one that's been not finished off the longest.
You want to show another?
You want me to do all mine first? Oh, mine first. We can alternate.
Okay, so this one I finished last year, and it's a Whilst Iris Naps, and it's Emily Harben.
I love this one. I love that colour of green.
Yeah, the fabric is a khaki somewhat or other. All right. From Exude.
It's really nice. I like that.
I love the fabric because it complements the colours really well.
Yeah, it does.
And it's stitched in the called for as well. So
very nice.
Yeah, really like that. So that is Emily Harben. That were a deep sigh.
It was a deep sigh, wasn't it?
Well, it's a case of what do you grab next?
Yeah.
We see I'm just grabbing them as I've ironed them this morning.
I was thinking what I might do is show.
We might have to do this in two because we do have quite a lot and we're already 33 minutes in.
Yeah. So anybody that knows me knows that I like doing the country cottage needleworks, little cottages that they've done, the older ones, not the more recent ones. And the plan is to make them into cushions and have them up in the craft room. And I've done quite a few. Most recent one, I'll just straight over there and grab this. Most recent one I did was the tea room. That was one of my roll the dice projects last year, which I got finished, which I was quite happy about.
That tree looks quite a lot like the tree that's in
Their trees are all very similar.
Yeah. By the one that she's doing.
Love Family Home.
Yeah, that one. That I've got as well. But I haven't started mine.
No. So that was the tea room. That's my most recent finish. There's the gingerbread cottage, which is just pass them over to Elliot. I started that on linen, and it was such a coarse linen that I just was not getting anywhere with it. So I restarted it on 28 count Joberlin in bone, which is my go-to natural coloured fabric. And yeah, I
must admit this is really soft.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? It is lovely, lovely fabric. Absolutely love it. So that was Gingerbread Cottage. And then there is this one, which is also done on a linen. It's a pale blue linen, and that's the bookstore.
These would make lovely little pillows.
Yeah, which is what they're
in
going to
40
be.
count.
And I try to match up. I've got contrasting fabric for them for making them up into little cushions, and I'm trying to get fabric to match up with something. So in this case, I'm going for the dark blue where the wording is and the little birdies. You see what I mean about the trees?
Yeah. So that's that
It's
one.
actually quite amazing that I've done all but one of these on linen. And this is another. This is the very first one that I did. The needle workshop. And that is hand-dyed linen. And if you hold the front bus, it's got a bit of a tinge to it, hasn't it?
There's no bus.
No, hold that front page and then not the front bus, the front page. So which one is that? The needle workshop. Right.
So there's a bit of a tinge to it.
It has. It's got a kind of greenish tinge
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
it has. Yeah.
Hasn't it? So
It
that
has. Don't know whether you can
is.
see that.
Let's have a look.
How lovely is that?
It's pretty. As I say, I love working on these. So that was the book still. So
I was actually this morning while I was doing my ironing, I had my home ironing to do as well, and I tend to watch Flosstube while I'm ironing. I was watching Sockbox Stitcher Carol, and she was on about doing a needlework inspired wall, you know, things to do with needlework, and that would have been one of the ones she probably would have.
Now, according to what I've written here, I stitched that on 28 count natural pearl linen.
That ain't natural pearl.
That's not
linen.
natural pearl linen.
So your book's wrong.
I must have had a bit of a
yeah. But yes, Carol was on about this morning because she has quite a lot of. She does a lot of samplers. A hell of a lot of samplers. They are beautiful. And that's why I watch her. But she was on about doing a sampler wall that's got themed needlework stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I've actually got one of the things that she's on about stitching in this pile. So I'll show you it when we get to it.
Yeah.
But you'll see my point. But they're lovely then.
Yeah. They'll look nice when they're made up into cushions. When they're made up into cushions. I will get there.
You will. So.
Oh.
But obviously her book is wrong.
I must have had a bit of a blip.
Right, moving on. Last year, I went to the Chatelaine retreat, the first ever British Chatelaine retreat that was held at Crewe, and I went along, and I like Chatelaines, don't get me wrong, but they're just not my cup of tea. My fear is I start it and they cost so much to kit up and do that I get bored of it and end up in a corner because I'm quite good at that. So I started this, which is Nora Corbett, and it's Pussy Willow, Mother of the Bride, and I finished it within 3 weeks of the retreat. And there's quite a lot of beading on there. She's beautiful, I really do like her, and she's on a sparklies opalescent, and I can't remember the colour of the fabric because I've had it quite a while. But yeah, as you can see, it's a lovely opalescent fabric. You can see the shine on it. But yeah, so that is a Nora Corbett, Pussy Willow, Mother of the Bride. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get her framed, I really do. Next.
Well, as you all know, I like my mermaids.
She wants to be one.
I don't know if I'd be any good at being a mermaid now.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
All right. That would just. I do know there's somebody going on our holiday that can't swim.
Yeah. You're going to be there to save her though.
Yeah, I'm an ex-lifeguard in my previous life.
Right, so this one I think was only the second project that I ever kitted up out of a magazine, and it was in World of Cross Stitch. It's a design by Sue Page, and she's very heavily beaded, as you can see. My favourite bit of doing it was this gold fishing net that she's got. I just love doing that.
Why are you touching the back? They can't see you touching the back.
Oh yeah, well, I'm going like that so they can see it moving. And this bit here is supposed to be water falling out of the shell.
The conch.
Conch, yes. And she was done on a 28 count Joberlin called Stormy Waters, and that's by Pole Stitchers, and it was stitched using anchor threads, and there's anchor rayons in there as well as the normal anchor cotton threads. The beads, most of the beads that were listed in the chart in the magazine were unavailable. You couldn't get them anymore, so I just sort of had a bit of artistic license there and just put in what I liked, and the two little seahorses there as well. But yeah, I loved stitching her, I really did.
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous, isn't she?
Can't believe you've stitched all this in hand.
Yeah. And did the beading in hand as well.
I know. Patience. Patience. Right, you can actually see what's coming next to mine, can't you? Because she's all nicely ironed, unlike last time where she was screwed up. There we go. Roses of Provence.
Yes. And I'm going to be stitching her soon. Once I finish kitting her up.
Why don't you? This is just a thought. It's just come to me. Start her when we're in France.
I could do.
Yeah.
If I manage to get the fabric in time, because I need to speak to a certain lady. She's beautiful. I love her.
She's massive.
She is a bit. She's a big lady. Well, she's not a big lady, but
her dress is
big.
So there we go. Roses of Provence. It's a deep sigh.
Another one.
This box that's on here is like Mary Poppins carpet bag.
You think it's just a little box, and it's not.
It's not. It's just never ending.
Right, so I showed this to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed it to you the other night on Facebook.
They've not seen it, I
They've
have.
not seen it. Make sure I've got it the right way up. So this sampler is actually, I'm going to make it into a bell pull. And it was designed by a friend of mine, Nancy Taplin, for a group that I was on many moons ago. She did it in 4 ways. She did a mini as well as the full-size one, and she did it in full colour as well as mono. I stitched it in Gloriana Silks. It's on a 28 count ivory, and I think that's a Jodelin as well.
Yeah, it is.
I can
feel
difference.
difference.
You can,
Yeah.
It's three different shades of Gloriana's, and it was an absolute joy to stitch. And I will get around to making it up into a bell pull at some point. I've got the fabric for the backing for it.
Beautiful.
And it's going to be used, the same fabric is going to be used for this, which is another Sue Page design from, I think this was World of Cross Stitch as well. And
I do like that.
it's going to be made into a cushion.
I do like that. That's beautiful.
I just love it. I love crocuses. And I saw this, and I love the scrolls around the outside, and they're all edged with gold Kreinik all the way round.
Might not love it as much now.
The inner bit is all edged with gold Kreinik as well. Yeah, and again, it was fabulous to stitch, and it's done on. It's another 28 count. It's not Jodelin. Might be a Brittany.
It's definitely Zweigart.
Oh, is it Zweigart?
Yeah, it's got the Zweigart orange.
Oh,
didn't you know that?
I probably did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, so they're going to both be backed with the same. The fabric I've got sort of matches in with this sort of lavender colour here.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And that was stitched with a colourful DMCs.
There you go.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Right, next we have Louise Collimore, which is a Bristol sampler from Hats, so Hands Across the Seas, but it's a Bristol sampler, and I loved doing her. I really did. She's again on 40 count, but this is a raw Zweigart linen, which is it's ironed really well actually, and it is using the Silks for You, and if you look, it's a variegated. Let me sit forward a bit more. It's actually a variegated thread. You can see that, and I think it works really well on this. So Louisa Collimore.
It's lovely.
Did warn you, mine are all quite big. So yeah, so that's Louisa Collimore. The thing I have at the moment is, if you look at the bottom of Louisa Collimore, is I've got all that free. See, that'd be perfect for smalls.
It would be.
So I can stitch smalls from stash because I've got the fabric.
Yeah.
So there we go. We're up to 50 minutes.
Right. I don't particularly like winter. I don't like Christmas, although I do some Christmas designs. But I do like snowmen.
Okay.
So I've got a few snowmen designs.
Winter is for the birds.
Yeah.
How is winter for birds?
you have to feed them.
Okay.
So this was, it was in an American, I think it might have been the American Cross Stitcher magazine from way, way back. And there was 2 of these. I've only got around to stitching the one so far. The only thing I don't like about it is the stars are done in black, and I don't think they work very well. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'd have done them
Sort of in blue.
blue or...
Blue with a bit of blending filament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to give them a bit of
So,
shine.
yeah, so I may well pull them out and redo the stars. I like stitching it because it was big blocks of colour, and it's colourful, and it's very much a...
Do you know what's very strange about this? It's a horrible fabric.
Yeah.
It's Ada.
It's Ada. Yeah.
Don't do Ada. Not,
No,
not if I can help it.
I don't tend to do Ada now.
Yeah.
But that was so long ago.
But there's so many people that like Ada.
Yeah.
Personally, my niece is called Ada. So I like Ada, but not Ada.
Yeah. So yeah, there's very few of my pieces that are on Ada. So then there was this one, which I think is Sandman.
Okay. Bring on the snow.
And it's done on a bit of 28 count natural linen. Nice and colourful. The plan was always to get these into frames and then just hang them up.
Yeah.
You know, after Halloween, like from the first.
It's stiff.
It's very stiff, yeah. There we go. And then there's this one, which is by Raise the Roof.
Never heard of half of these.
Got little buttons, so some of them have got buttons for hats. They've all got carrot button noses, and they've got little buttons down at the bottom. I don't know what they're supposed to be hiding, but never mind. It's called Snow Fence, as I say, by Raise the Roof Designs, and it's stitched on a very pale. Is that linen?
I don't think it's an even weave.
Is it an even weave?
Yeah. There's no slubs in it.
No, I
It's an
can't
even
tell. I've got
weave.
no glasses on. Stitched in, I think it was a mixture of Weeks Dye Works and the other one. My brain's gone asleep. And then the last one is this one. And I love this one. It's by Maybury Designs.
But you know those. That's an idea for those stars.
Yeah, but those are snowflakes.
Oh, right, okay.
That's stitched on. No, it's not stitched on the same fabric. Yes, it is stitched on the same fabric, isn't it? No, that's the linen. It is, isn't it? Yeah, so again, that's got buttons, charms, blending filaments, and Weeks Dye Works, and sampler threads, and DMC as well. So yeah. So that's my snowman. Snow in a Row, that one's called.
Okay.
Snow in a Row.
Can I pick mine up now?
Yes, of course you can.
Right, so, oh, we've got Sarah Spencer. As you can see, look at all that fabric. So, Sarah was a hats again. It was one of their little gems. that came out during lockdown, so it was on PDF. As you can see by the word Sarah, she has spelt the S the wrong way around. So, and I've done it in the called for Soirjalde, or whatever it's called. I can't pronounce it.
Swaddle.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so, and I absolutely love doing that, and I really need to get it framed.
How old was little Sarah Spencer when she did that?
I don't know. She's not put year on it.
I'm not sure.
No.
It's lovely though, and the colours really pop.
Trying to think what fabric it is.
40 count.
It's definitely 40 count, and it's a Zweigart, and I think it's a natural linen. I wonder if it could be the cafe au lait.
Might be.
It's definitely not one that's been dyed, because it's not been serged. So
there's little honeysuckles.
yeah, gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
It's pretty.
really enjoyed doing that. But yeah, I think the linen is definitely not one of Sparkly's, and it's just like a natural. So, and on the same theme, we have the lovely Agnes husband.
Oh yeah.
Agnes, let's fold her. So, Agnes is from Wigton, which is near one of my favourite places in Scotland. So, year before last, when she came out, by the way, she's a Hats, so she's another little gem. We were staying in Kirkcudbright, which is not far from Wigton. So we visited whilst I was doing her, and we went and found her grave. And it was a big family grave with all her brothers and sisters in it as well, and the parents. So I really enjoyed that. So my favourite place, and place where we'd love to go live, is a place not far from Wigton, which is Port William. So yeah, she's another one that I need to get framed. I'm just thinking of time, because
Yeah, I'm just thinking that as well.
we can always do another video. Well, we've decided, well, I've decided.
I just do what I'm told.
That we're going to do them every 2 weeks, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So every other Sunday we're going to video.
Or if we're at the Red Lion, we'll do it on a Saturday.
Well, it depends on the noise and how many people are there.
Yeah, I suppose so. We might do one from France.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, because with it being Easter next week, we're going to Scotland for a couple of days.
Yeah.
She keeps saying she's going to get in.
Yeah, they're gonna get up there, and they're going to open the boot to get the luggage out, and I'm going to be there again. Hello.
If you didn't realise, Ali is actually from Scotland. She's from Glasgow, but she takes on the accent of where she's living.
Yeah,
she's really good at that.
Yeah,
but as soon as we cross the border,
I'm back.
There's only me that can understand what she's saying. A lot of our friends struggle big time, and the only reason why I understand her is because because my dad's Scottish. I do have a lot of Scottish heritage, so I've been brought up with the Glaswegian twang, as it were, so I'm used to it, so, which is good. Yeah. But I hope you've all enjoyed watching us again.
Yeah, we've enjoyed being here, showing off our finishes.
We still need to get this colouring right.
Yeah.
I think I might have to move my living room around. We do have a big window, which is there, and it does, you know, bring in quite a lot of light, even though it's a very small room. So this is why I don't have a lot of stitching in this room, because it is south facing and it gets a lot of sun, and I don't want to ruin my stitching. So but yeah, if I move the sofa next time, and then we've got the sun coming in at us.
Can't believe you're organising the furniture for Flosstube.
No, do you know what? The sofa is only like this because Christmas. I have to reorganise the living room to get the Christmas tree in.
Oh yeah, I have to do that as well.
So the Christmas tree goes in that corner there where my stitching stuff are.
Yeah.
So it's easier to move the sofa and put the chair there than it is to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
And
about.
I just
I have to do that.
haven't moved it back. So
Yeah. I didn't.
which annoys the husband horrendously because I'm always moving furniture around.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have to do it this past year because
She wasn't at home.
I wasn't at home. I was in hospital recovering from surgery. But yeah. If I had put the tree up before I'd gone in, Ellie was going to have the lovely job of taking it all down again. So it's probably just as well.
Been plain nursemaid.
Yeah. But some of my handmade ornaments may well have.
Oh.
They might have disappeared. You might have gone, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. No, you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. I'm going to have to make one now, aren't I?
Just rude. Rude. So I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of what our finishes. I'm sure we'll finish them off at some point. Like I said, if you want to see my finishes for definite, they're on my Instagram page, which I will list below. And I'll put Alice there, but mine's like 1,500 photographs.
Yeah, and I don't tend to
It
put
does-
stitching on Instagram, I must admit.
Well, I started Instagram when I was doing my shawls.
Oh, yeah.
So when I first started, you see a lot of my shawls that I did.
I've only been doing Instagram since I got my new phone.
I love Instagram. I prefer Instagram to Facebook.
Well, I couldn't use Instagram on my previous phone, but I can use it on this one, so that's why I set it up. So yeah, I must start doing more of my.
Oh, and can I ask as well, anybody that wants to join the Yorkshire Stitching Retreat Facebook page, please answer the questions. Otherwise, you won't get in. Please. Okay.
And it might be nice if you say on the little bit, you could always say you found them through our Flosstube.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be nice.
Might have to add that onto the questions actually.
Have you watched?
How did you find us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to pass it right through other admin.
I don't think there'll be.
You don't think?
People that.
There is quite a few admins on the Facebook page. There's 6 of us. So there's 2. Sandy, Sam, Laura and Susie. Our little Susie Q.
Yeah, we're the admin team for
Yorkshire Stitches. Which is good. But please say that you heard about them on the Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures.
Yeah. Or if you heard about it through someone else on Flosstube, please say, and then we can thank them.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed watching so far of our number 2.
Number 3 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, number 3 in 2 weeks. Again, thank you for all the subscribers and those that have liked the video. We have been overwhelmed. We just can't believe anybody wants to watch us. So thank you so much. And hopefully in 2 more weeks we can bring more to you than we have done.
Yeah, we will put our thinking caps on and see what we can
Maybe go through our favourite designers, our charts, what we've got kitted up. Put down below what you want to see.
Yeah.
You know, give us some ideas on what you want. So
yeah, we're doing it for you guys, so you let us know what you want to see.
Definitely. So thank you again for watching. I'm sorry it's gone on so long. But as we said, we're here to entertain. Apparently.
Yeah.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts. So thanks again. I hope you all have a fabulous Easter. And Easter Bunny brings you lots of chocolates. I won't be getting any. What are you looking at me so shocked for?
You don't eat chocolate.
I don't eat. I'm not supposed to.
No. That's all right. You can always pass them on to me.
Yeah, I don't eat. I eat very little chocolate or sweet stuff because I'm diabetic. So if anybody's wondering, I'm not just a weirdo. Don't get me wrong. I love chocolate. It just don't love me. Although I do dark chocolate. I can eat dark chocolate because there's...
Do they do dark chocolate eggs?
You'll have to find me one, won't you?
Right, that's my mission.
Because there's less sugar in dark chocolate. So, right, thank you again for watching and we will see you in 2 weeks' time.
We will.